Hello everyone, I am Hanan Al Musa from Palestinian schools in Qatar. Today inshallah I am going to explain the phrasal verbs. Let's start. What does a phrasal verb consist of? A phrasal verb consists of a verb plus a preposition. For example, get up, take over. Notice that here we have get is a verb and we have up is a preposition. The same of take over. Take is a verb and over is a preposition. Now let's read the sentences from 1 to 6 and I want you to notice the underlined phrasal verbs. Number 1. He puts down his pen. Number 2. He picks up his phone. Number 3. I have to get up early. Number 4. Yes, they took over the country. Number 5. I look up my history of Islam. Number 6. I am looking for the right page. As we have said before, the phrasal verb contains a verb plus a preposition. But I want you to notice that you can understand the meaning of some of the phrasal verbs from the two words. For example, put down. When I say that put down, I understand from put and down that to put something on something else. For example, he puts down his pen. It means that he puts the pen on something. Maybe that it is a table, for example. And when I say, for example, pick up together, I understand it means to lift something. He picks up his phone. So the phrasal verbs here give me the same meaning of the two words together. But when I say take over, they took over the country, for example, here take and over will give you a different meaning. That is what? That is control. So the phrasal verb here, take over, gives you a different meaning of the two words together. So we can divide the phrasal verbs into two parts. The first one, some phrasal verbs give you the same meaning of the two words together. For example, pick up, put down, look for. And the second part is some phrasal verbs give you a different meaning from the meaning of the two words together. For example, take over, get up, look up. Now let's do the first exercise. Look at the sentences again. Take the best way to complete the statements. I will give you 3 minutes to take the correct answers. Let's do the first exercise. Look at the sentences again. Take the best way to complete the statements. Number 1. All of these phrasal verbs have a verb plus one more word. Number 2. With some of the phrasal verbs in these sentences, put down, pick up, and look for, the meaning is just the meaning of the two words together. Number 3. With some of the phrasal verbs in these sentences, get up, take over, and look up, the meaning is different from the meaning of the two words together. Check your answers. Now let's do exercise number 2. Complete the sentences. Use these phrasal verbs. You have on the right side a box with some of the phrasal verbs. We are going to read them together. Then you are going to complete the sentences with them. Carry on, get on, get up, look for, put away, tidy up, wake up. I will give you some minutes to do that. Yes, now. Number 1. After you wake up in the morning, do you get up immediately or do you stay in bed for a short time? Number 2. Do you prepare your clothes the night before or do you have to look for things to wear in the morning? Number 3. When you get home, do you like to have a rest for an hour or two or do you prefer to get on and start your homework immediately? Number 4. While you are doing your homework, do you usually stop for a rest or do you prefer to carry on until you finish? Number 5. When you finish your homework, do you put away your books in your school bag or do you leave them out until the next morning? Number 6. Do you tidy up your room every day or only when it gets really untidy? Check your answers. Now let's read these sentences. Number 1. I have to hurry up. Number 2. I have to get up early. Number 3. They took over the country. Number 4. They took the country over. Number 5. They took it over. Number 6. They set it up in Cordoba. Now I want to notice the first two sentences. Do you think that we have any objects in these two sentences? No, we don't have any objects. I have to hurry up without any object. Number 2, I have to get up early, also without any object. Here early is an adverb. Now I want to notice number 3 and 4. They took over the country. They took the country over. If you notice that here we have the country is a noun object. I want to notice the position of this noun object. Yes, we put it after the phrasal verb took over. Or we can put it as in sentence number 4, we can put it in the middle, in the center position between took and the preposition over. Now I want to notice number 5 and 6. We have, instead of a noun object, here we have a pronoun. They took it over. They set it up in Cordoba. If we have a pronoun, we can put it in the middle or in the center position between took and the preposition over. So if we have a noun object, it goes after the phrasal verb or in the center position. It means in the middle between the verb and the preposition. Or if we have a pronoun, it goes only in the center position. It means in the middle between the verb and the preposition. Now look at the sentences again. Take the best way to complete the statements. I will give you some minutes to do this exercise. Now let's do this exercise. Number 1. The phrasal verbs in sentences 1 and 2 don't have objects. Number 2. The phrasal verbs in 3 to 6 have objects. Number 3. Sentences 3 and 4 have a phrasal verb plus a noun object. Number 4. Sentences 5 and 6 have a phrasal verb plus a pronoun object. Number 5. In sentences 3 and 4, the noun goes in center position or after the phrasal verb. Number 6. In sentences 5 and 6, the pronoun only goes in center position. Now let's complete the conversations. Use these phrasal verbs. You have on the right side a box with some of the phrasal verbs. You are going to read the sentences and complete them by using these phrasal verbs. Pass on, put on, throw away, tidy up, turn off, turn on. I will give you 5 minutes to do this exercise. Now let's start. Number 1. It's getting dark now. Right. I think I'd better turn on the lights. I want to notice the object here. The object here is a noun, so we put it after turn on. Now, yes, I think you should turn them on too. That's a good idea. So here we have them is a pronoun. We put it between turn and the preposition on. Now number 2. I hate that horrible noise. Right, I think I'd better turn off the music. A. Yes, I think you should turn it off too. That's a good idea. Number 3. Your desk looks very untidy. Right, I think I'd better tidy up my books and pens and pencils. Yes, I think you should tidy them up too. That's a good idea. Number 4. It's really cold outdoors today. Right, I think I'd better put on my coat when I go out. Yes, I think you should put it on too. That's a good idea. Check your answers. Now let's complete this exercise. Number 5. Some people have volunteered about the new travel dates. Right, I think I'd better pass on the information. Yes, I think you should pass it on too. That's a good idea. Number 6. I don't think you can wear those dirty old clothes anymore. Right, I think I'd better throw away the jeans and the t-shirt too. Yes, I think you should throw them away too. That's a good idea. Check your answers. Now let's do this exercise. Write out the words in the correct order. Put the object after the phrasal verb when you can. In this exercise you have some words and they aren't in the correct order. You are going to put them correctly and to put the object in the correct position. I will give you 5 minutes to do that. Number 1 is done for you. Now let's start. Number 1. A. I need to look up some dates. B. You can look them up on the internet. Number 2. I can't work out the answer. B. I can work it out for you. 3. Let's put away these dishes. B. Yes, let's put them away in that cupboard. Number 4. We need to give back those books soon. B. Yes, we should give them back today. Please check your answers. Thank you for listening. I hope you have understood the lesson.